What's going on, everybody? I'm Mike.
I'm Craig.
And this is Two Wizards, One Table.
Today we're talking about dice again.
But today we're actually going to be talking about Kraken's Black Magic collection that they did.
This is, both of us, this is one of our favorite collections of dice.
Very much so.
This is Kraken at their best. This is a good example of why Kraken is so popular.
I enjoyed this set for personal reasons because I'm a Cthulhu collector. I made attachments to each one of these. Some people have the speculation of Harry Potter due to the magic kind of aspect to it. Also, wanted to point out too is these custom cases. I did paint the Kraken up top with the green Kraken.
They're available from KrakenDice.com.
Absolutely. You can get them for your individual sets. They just do not fit these.
The first set in the collection, released in middle of December 2018, is the Emerald.
Which I'm a big fan of, for obvious reasons.
The entire Black Magic range features a color base with a black mix, and there's some glitter in there.
A faint
as well.
glitter, you know.
Yeah. I believe this was the first time that they included the 30mm D20.
I'm glad you brought that up, because it is.
When these were all initially released, the 15mm D20 did not exist yet. Kraken did not produce those. These were available with the D2 and the 30mm D20, making it a 13-piece set. Kraken's standard now is either the 12-piece or the 14-piece set. This was the start of it. It was the 13-piece set. When they did a second print run of all of these sets, they included the mini D20,
the 15,
and at a later date, I don't remember when, probably summertime of 2019.
I believe, it was the summertime.
They released a five-pack of the minis for those of us that bought the sets upon initial release.
Yeah, because him and I, we bought them straight out. We were just like, oh my god, we got to have these. And mostly is because they also released the 30mm. And when they released the second print, all of us were like, well, what about the mini D20s? We were just confused.
Yeah, we got to buy a second set to get a D20?
We were pissed about that, but then they kind of fixed it with a 5-pack of all of the 15mm D20s, which made us happy again, which was a good thing.
So technically, every die that we're showing you from this Black Magic collection is from the first production run.
Yes.
Except for the 15mm D20. It's from the second Black Magic production run.
Correct.
But it is the first 15mm produced.
The second printings also had an option in inking. They released the second print with a customizable silver inking for the die. And I bought one, wasn't really happy with it. I ended up trading it because I wanted to keep everything gold.
Each of these sets initially had a print run of about 1,000 sets.
1,000.
And then in the summer of 2019, there was a second production run, which was 1,500 more sets. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I think some of them might still be available at KrakenDice.com.
It's possible.
They use what at this point has become the standard RM03 mold. They're resin. They have the oversized D20s.
I love the marbling of the green and the black. It's gorgeous. And all of them will have that same consistency.
So next in beginning of January 2019, they released 2 sets.
Yeah.
On the 3rd, it was the Amethyst and the Topaz. The Amethyst is
a purple.
Beautiful purple.
Yeah. Once I saw this, I was all like, yeah, now I'm going to be collecting this whole set.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it. I about lost my mind.
The purple and the black mix. I'll be honest, this is a set that I would like to see in silver. It is available. I didn't pick it up. I have this entire collection myself. This is Mike's that we're featuring because mine are at home.
Yeah. By far
It's very much like if you saw our video on Gio Lazar's space dice, this is very much like the Purple Nebula, except this is a more opaque version. The Purple Nebula is more translucent.
It's got a much more pronounced coloring.
But it's very similar.
Yeah, but the other set that they released same day was the Topaz edition. This wasn't my favorite, mostly due to the fact that the coloring of the yellow was a bit muddled by the black. It made it muddy.
I am sitting here bowing my head in shame because I'm not a big yellow fan. However, this is actually my favorite set from the collection. I don't know what it is about it. It kind of reminds me also of something like the Chessex Fool's Gold.
That is fair. And I mean, it does have that nice goldish tone to it instead of that bright yellow.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of yellow anyway, but at the same time as I got it for the collection, but the black really muddled the yellow for me to where it wasn't.
Well, I guess I had to like the yellow because they didn't release a black magic paint.
Sad panda moments.
So those were both released on January 3rd of 2019. Later in the month, on the 10th, was the Black Magic Sapphire. I also believe that when they were released, before these were released, like after the green came out, there was a delay before the others came out. If I recall, there were mystery bags. You could buy the Black Magic mystery bags, which meant you could get these sets before they were officially released, but you wouldn't know which color you were getting. We didn't bother with that. We just waited for regular releases.
Yeah. We waited because why waste money when you know you're going to get it? I mean, of course, at the same time, even though they were released at 1,000 at a time, this was back when you would have to stalk their website.
They were released 500 at a time, and and sell out in minutes.
In literal minutes.
Literally, if they went on sale at 6 p.m. and you went to their website at 6:05 p.m., you are out of luck. So
it was very, very sad. Personally, this was a great comeback from the yellow. I like blue. Blue is one of my other more favorite colors. I like darker colors personally. But yeah, I was very happy with this set, especially the mixture between the glitter and the blues and the blacks.
The blue, it's a really nice deep blue, and
almost like a midnight blue.
Yeah, and the black really shows up in the blue as well. Like to be honest, in the green and the purple set, you don't really see a prominent black. It's there. It shows up in the yellow, mostly because the yellow is such a lighter, brighter color. But it really shows up in this black, this blue as well.
It really does.
Especially in your D6s.
And the stark contrast between the gold and the dark blue gives it that nice, super clean tone change. Like, I really like that set. Same with the purple. Yellow, it's kind of muddled, but that's to be expected with gold and yellow.
Yeah, and again, it's a matter of personal opinion.
That's very true. And for the fifth one from that they released, it was the last one.
It was January 24th, 2019. Ruby.
The Ruby set. Which I actually really liked with the tone and colors.
A good deep red always makes a good dice set, though. I have quite a number of red sets that I really like. You've probably seen some in some of our other videos.
And black and red, personally, black and red, right? The blood and darkness. What better color to add to a black magic set, personally? And yeah, it's got a very deep, almost blood red to it, which I really, really liked. I thought it was going to be a bit more vibrant from the photos online. And when I got it, I was just like, wow, that's really, really dark. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. But overall, I was still happy with it. The contrast is very clean.
A good deep red is just as good, if not better, than a bright red. It all depends on, you know. I don't think you would want it to be too bright because of the black mix. It would, you know.
Yeah. And like I was mentioning earlier, a lot of people online as well as in some of the dice groups, they were referring to these, due to the black magic, to like Harry Potter.
Different houses, like I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but I do believe
Hufflepuff, and then like Slytherin, and then we're not big Harry Potter fans. We know of it, know a little bit of lore.
My wife's crazy. That's the only reason I knew that. Hufflepuff. She loves that.
I made the connection. Kraken, Cthulhu, so I went instantly. It was all like Cthulhu, Azathoth, Hastur, Nyarlathotep, Shub-Niggurath. That's what it was.
The other one and his cousin.
Yeah, right. And like I made more of an association to the Elder Gods, and that's one reason why I was just like, I gotta have that set. Like that is almost perfect. Is because at the time I was unaware of Infinite Black doing their dice sets, and then I was just like, holy crap, Kraken's doing a black magic set, I gotta have it. So that's one of the main reasons why I got this. It's not that I don't like their dice, I love their dice, and these are phenomenal.
I do want to say, when the second production run came around, they offered it in two different ways, with gold ink as original, or with silver ink. We don't have an example here to show off, but
it's because I traded it.
People were disappointed with the glitter mix. If you're picking one up secondhand, try to get the first production run because there's more vibrant colors and the glitter is right and whatnot. A lot of people complained about the second production run.
That one thing that I did also notice is when I got the second printing as well, is on the 30 millimeters, the engraving or the stamping was much deeper. I did notice that, just not only by like looks, but by feel. It was very aggressive.
That could be just it wasn't tumbled,
which is
much
possible. But I've noticed it in some of the other sets as well. So it might boil down to a quality control thing, larger printing orders, things like that.
Right.
Which can happen. You'll get randoms, but when I get it consistently, I start to panic, and I'm just like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, if you have consistent problems with dice, that's more than a one-off problem.
Yeah,
but problems do occur. Kraken,
it is a thing,
and Kraken has traditionally been good. I haven't had to have dealings with their customer service for a long time.
I've only had one,
but I've had a few, and I never really had a bad experience.
No, they're really, really nice about
I had one once that I could complain about, but I wouldn't call it bad. But I've had a number, and they're generally good people. I get along well with them.
Consistency overall is tip-top. They do take very good care of their customers as well as their product.
And
I love this set.
Come on, the dice speak for themselves.
They really do. Like, straight up magical. Oh, it's magic. You know. But once again, too, we'll leave all the important links down below. Link to Kraken, Strange Aeon Games, 20 Faces of Fate. We have tireless amounts of information about this stuff. Also, at the same time, too, if you want us to review anything specific, put it down in the comments below. Or if you want us to specifically review any of your stuff, get in contact with us and we'll work something out for you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, is like, share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. At 1,000 subscriptions, I'm taking this guy out to get his first tattoo.
That didn't look right.
Not this kind of tattoo, but like an actual tattoo. But yeah, we'll get that taken care of. It's coming out of my pocket, something that I'm really excited to get done for him, but it only happens at 1,000. We'll actually film it. We'll put it out there for you guys. I gotta
Watch
get
me
this guy.
bleed.
Yes.
Oh yes, there will be blood.
But at that point, keep the madness going on the
tabletop.
tabletop. Catch you guys next time.
If you would like to check out more from Strange Aeon Games, you can go to our website at strangeaeongames.com. Sign up and receive notices on new posts and new projects, as well as information about tabletop knowledge. You can also browse our store for accessories and apparel, which some are exclusive only to our store.